What's up everyone, it's Anime Reviewer Girl and I have a new video for you guys today. And in this video I was posed the question of how do you make an anime mainstream? And let's be honest, I wish there was an exact equation for this, but there isn't. It's like a dash of Dragon Ball Z, a splash of Sailor Moon, mix in some Ash Ketchum, and what do you get? A mainstream anime. But that's not how it actually works. I wish it worked that way, but it doesn't. Let's be honest, 9 times out of 10, most of the shows that we know and love as anime lovers are not mainstream. Most of them, most people don't even know. I mean, if we count the shows that most people know off the top of their head, that most of us know that aren't anime fans, are like Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, maybe adding some Beyblade in there and a couple other ones. And what do you get? What do all these have in common about us watching these shows? Children. We were all kids when we watched this show. Yes, I remember as a kid, the first anime I watched was Sailor Moon, and I was hooked. And I remember there was a lot of Sailor Moon merchandise going on as a child. There was like, I could get a Sailor Moon birthday cake, I could get Sailor Moon bed sheets. Now you can't find that ish anywhere. And then of course with Dragon Ball Z, which is still mainstream to this day. I mean, there's video games, there's toys, there's videos, there's DVDs. Videos are DVDs, right? Yeah, they're the same thing. But anyway, you can still find that merchandise everywhere. And if you talk to any adult, even if they've never watched Dragon Ball Z, they've probably heard of it, either because their child is an adult like myself and watched it as a kid, or they've seen it somewhere, or they know of a niece or a nephew or a grandchild that is obsessed with it or watched it. And then with Pokemon, y'all already know, when it comes to Pokemon, it's still mainstream. Then video games are still being made. So yes, I feel like the common denominator around this are children. Only children are obsessed with these shows, and I'll be honest, I feel like that's how you make a show mainstream. You can't make a show mainstream without looking at who the demographic is. I mean, let's be honest. When we were kids, everything became mainstream. I mean, you look at music, movies, books, all these things, most of them catered to kids because they knew if you get a child obsessed with something, they will drag their parents everywhere to get everything, to buy all the merchandise. And then you are spending money like crazy. It becomes mainstream. But anime has this equation down, but not completely. Just because of the fact that anime has so many adult criteria mixed in. I mean, you have, shows like Death Note, Yu Yu Hakusho, and other shows that have an adult theme around it. And while many kids might watch these shows, they're of an adult or much of more older category. But when you look at shows like Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, and even Sailor Moon, yes, the shows did have adult material involved in it. Trust me, there's a lot of episodes of Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, and Sailor Moon that we didn't get to see because of the fact that it had some questionable themes. But the reason why they became more geared towards kids is because they took that ish out. They were like, we can't show this, but we're still going to show this on television. The kids won't ever know. But then you watch the show as an adult and you're just like, how did I watch this? This was not for me. But anyway, I feel like that's the only way to make a show mainstream. And honestly, I don't know if any of us really want anime to be mainstream. Okay, in a weird way, I kind of do, because I want to be able to share with everybody, hence this YouTube channel. But I feel like that's the perfect equation of how to make a show mainstream. It's looking at your demographics, and the biggest demographic right now are kids. And I know while we hate to see our shows get watered down, and like One Piece became crazy at one point when they had a character that used to smoke a cigarette now had a lollipop, and they kind of did it, but they did it for an actual reason. And if you understand the reason behind it, you'll understand. But while we hate to see our shows get watered down and get censored, it is a business, and to get the business rolling and to make as much money as you want as possible off the show, you got to know who your demographic is. So let's be real, to make a anime show mainstream, you might have to gear it towards kids. Either that, or make a super interesting show that people of all ages can enjoy. I mean, let's be real, Ghibli Studios, Hayao Miyazaki has it down packed. Shows like Spirited Away, Ponyo, Howl's Moving Castle, we all love that show. Even as a kid and even as an adult, you can still show kids that because there's something for everybody. Even with Kiki's Delivery Service. So that's the way that you can make a show mainstream or a movie mainstream without having to gear it towards kids. Make it towards everybody, so there's something for everybody. For the adults, there was the themes that the kids didn't understand, and for the kids, you had the colors and the mystical creatures that really caught their eye and caught their attention. That's what makes a good mainstream show. That's what makes a good mainstream anime. Make it for everybody. Now, once again, I understand. I can see anime fans every time. Do you remember this show? Yes, I know there are tons of shows that were made for adults or made for older teenagers that did get kind of mainstream for a little bit. Well, mainstream among our community, but maybe not among the rest of the world. Now, this isn't to say that this won't happen in the future, that a show might become mainstream at some point, even if it is more so geared toward an older crowd, but it's to say it might be a little bit more difficult because older crowds are harder to please, harder to not understand, but just overall hard to please because you have a bigger opinion, whereas kids, they can be easily influenced and easily manipulated. Let's be real. That's the reason why most people who want to sell stuff, like I mentioned before at the beginning, gear it towards kids. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. How would you guys make an anime mainstream? And do you think that there is a perfect equation to make this happen? And my battery's going to die soon, which is why I'm talking a little bit more quickly. But anyway, check out the rest of my videos. If you like my videos, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe if you haven't already. Click that blue bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video, which is every Wednesday and Saturday. All right, you guys, check out more of my videos. Anyways, I have a new video out for you guys soon. Probably going to be a review because I'm watching some more anime. And bye.